Hi, my name is John Acapenti, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the distribution mix in the travel trade, specifically talking about how do we get there. My chapter was chapter 13. Specifically, I'm doing question 3, and it asks a small local area hotel, resort, or attraction has asked you for some specialized advice on marketing to the travel trade. Very little business has been received from the travel trade intermediaries in the past, but the owners feel that there is a potential to develop additional revenues from this source. What steps would you recommend they follow? How would you describe the advantages and disadvantages of dealing with intermediaries? Which specific intermediaries would you suggest to be targeted and why? And what promotional mix elements and activities would you recommend? So at first, I just want to bring up a couple definitions. The distribution mix is the combination of the direct and indirect distribution channels that a hospitality and travel organization uses to make customers aware of its services and to reserve and deliver them. Direct distribution occurs when the organization assumes total responsibility for promoting, reserving, and providing services to customers. This is generally when suppliers and carriers do not work with any travel trade intermediaries. For example, some hotel packages can only be booked through the hotel itself. You can't find these on other sites or what have you. It's just through that specific company that's offering it. So indirect distribution occurs when part of the responsibility for promoting, reserving, and providing services is given to one or more other hospitality and travel organizations or to an online travel company. So this is third-party intermediaries resell hotel rooms and other travel services. They include companies like Hotels.com, Expedia.com, and Travelocity, many others as well. So there are 6 major travel trade intermediaries. There's retail travel agents, tour wholesalers and operators, corporate travel managers and agencies, incentive travel planners, convention and meeting planners, and online travel companies as well. So marketing to the travel trade, the question I always ask is, should they promote to all travel trade intermediaries or only selected ones? It's usually more effective to use a segmented strategy. This is because not all companies are alike. They vary by their geographic locations, sales or booking volumes, type and volumes of clients served, areas of specialization, existing affiliations, and many other ways that, companies just differ. So a supplier, carrier, and DMO must research each trade segment carefully to determine which companies are most likely to use its services. A 3-step process should be used to market to intermediaries. First is research and select trade segments. Decide on the positioning approach and marketing objectives. And third, establish a promotional mix for travel trade intermediaries. So advantages of intermediaries are, they retail the services at locations convenient for travelers. So no one can really afford to have thousands of retail sales outlets. So independent and chain agencies provide the benefit of, having a convenient location for the traveler. They expand and distribute network and creates greater awareness of their services. They are experts and specialists to provide knowledgeable advice to travelers. So travelers, want the most expert advice that they can get. So that's another benefit. They coordinate corporate travel arrangements to maximize efficiency. Intermediaries also assemble vacation and holiday packages by bringing together destinations and services at all-inclusive prices, which is nice. They also give incentive travel trips for corporations and others. Intermediaries organize and coordinate conventions, conferences, and meetings for associations, corporations, and organizations. And they also operate and guide group tours, which is also nice. So intermediaries do have some disadvantages as well. Your product competes with the others in that intermediary represents. There are lower revenues associated, when dealing with intermediaries because they are helping you get that service or product across. You also lose control. You're not with the product every step of the way. So that's a disadvantage. You also may not know why the customer bought or maybe chose not to buy your product or service. So that can, cause some problems sometimes. And lastly, there's occasionally decreased satisfied customers. So, it just is because they're not dealing with the company directly, you're dealing with a third party. So targeted intermediaries that I would choose for this small hotel or attraction would be online travel companies. That's because there's an ability to self-book travel online, assistance in planning travel trips, availability of online pricing comparisons. There's convenience of accessing travel information at home or work. There's also immediate confirmation of travel bookings, instant access to travel information, and there's also potential of securing a lower price. So customers like that. So why would you choose an online intermediary? For me, it's because it gives the hotel, resort, or attraction access to an expanded market. They would retail their product and service all around the world. It gives their customers convenient options that could not be met by the other intermediaries. And it also gives customers a chance to have more information about the hotel or attraction. Another intermediary that I would target would be retail travel agents. They are faced with new competition from online travel companies, so they use the latest technology, which is helpful. Using the new technology allows brick and mortar type of businesses to sell their services in both local markets and far beyond that. They use a global distribution system, which is a network operated by a company that enables automated transactions between travel service providers. It is also a strong market both online and offline, which is helpful. And retail travel agents usually can get price breaks as well. So, moving on to the promotional mix. A promotional mix is the combination of advertising, sales promotion, merchandising, personal selling, public relations, and publicity, plus internet marketing. It is essential that suppliers, carriers, and DMOs develop a separate promotional mix for the travel trade. So trade sales promotions should be considered. Familiarization trips, or FAMs is what they call them, are free or reduced price trips given to travel agents and other intermediaries by suppliers, carriers, and DMOs. This is a great promotion for giving intermediaries a first-hand appreciation of the facility and services being offered. So also, contests, sweepstakes, and incentive programs are frequently used in the industry to obtain travel trade business, especially from travel agents. Um, you could hook people up that way and bring more attention. So, personal and telephone selling is also another helpful one because it's one of the most effective promotional techniques, which involves personal sales calls directly to selected travel trade intermediaries. These salespeople often call on other intermediaries as well, which include corporate travel managers, convention and meeting planners, also tour operators as well. So you get access to more, you know, yeah. So directories and computer-based databases, hotels need to rely on specialized directories and databases, including the GDS. They can't be personally familiar with all the facilities, services, and destinations available. So, and travel agents are increasingly relying on online information rather than printed facts. So these databases really help, bring that information together. So one, company that I found was DerbySoft, and it's has thrived as a vendor that helps global hotel groups with distribution. Um, DerbySoft is placing a bet on the future. It believes that independent hotels and small hotel groups will need software to connect with third parties like Crypt and Trivago and efficiently manage their mix of third party distribution if they want to be successful. Another site that I found some information on was littlehotelier.com. It talks about the do's and don'ts of online distribution. So it says that online distribution has evolved to become the key driver of bookings for hotels worldwide. So this hotel should, allow instant online bookings, partner with third-party sites, leverage social media sites, and leverage review sites as well, because reviews are really important these days, and everyone wants to see their experience in that particular attraction or hotel or what have you. So what to watch out for with online distribution: you don't want to update rates and inventory on third-party sites manually, as this can cause problems. The company needs to use a booking platform that will update rates with a simple click. Don't forget to keep in touch. Your guest's experience with you starts at the time of booking, according to hotelier.com. So touching base via email would be beneficial. Also, don't put all the effort in one place or with just one company, is what I would recommend, because it's good to keep a diverse portfolio of distribution channels. Websites can crash, companies can get bought out, and so on. So a company wants to use a variety of different methods so revenues don't get affected. A few other things that I found interesting from hotelier.com was just that one advantage that big hotels have over boutique hotels is brand recognition and massive marketing budgets, but they say that small hotels can create a plan just as effective. So if you use these distribution channels, if you really ma- make it an effort to create a plan, then chances are you'll be more successful. Also, guests are motivated by the latest technological offerings. Small hotel technology can keep up with the big players as long as they make it a priority. Um, Also, big hotels know that online revenues are absolutely necessary to improving and maintaining brand reputation in the industry. So follow the lead by soliciting feedback from your guests and engaging with them on the most popular online review sites. This will just, help boost your success or this hotel's success. So hopefully, in following these steps, this small business will be able to bring in higher revenues and bring them more success. Lastly, these are just my citations used. Thank you.